up dudes, it's Chad here at Big Pumps Fishing. My alarm went off at 4 o'clock this morning. It's now about 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm on my way to Rockbourne Trout Fishery in the New Forest. Catch you there. Alrighty dudes, here we are. It's been a long time since being here. It's July, so it's summer fishing. Got my Sage R8, I've got the Pearly Daddy by the late great Sid Knight. I've only got 2 of these left now, so I don't want to lose it in a tree. So we're just by Alder Lake, just having a quick look. Yeah, it's definitely summer. It's a little bit clouded. Look down there, it's nice. Oh, there goes the aerator. Apparently there's some beautiful fish in Longacre at the moment. Spartics, tigers and brown. So before anyone else gets here, that's exactly where I'm going to go, folks. There's something to be said for being the first to chuck a line. Obviously I'm going to have a quick look as I walk by if there's anything decent cruising around, because there's only 3 lakes out of the 6 open in the summer here now. It's a lovely temperature, guys, about 17 degrees. Got a 4-fish ticket. Loads of fish by the aerator there. Loads of fish by the aerator. So yeah, always have a quick nose around, guys. You never know, there could be a lump hiding, but the word to the wise is that Longacre is the one where the nice fish are currently residing. So let's rock and roll. So I chose the Pearly Daddy because it's still a nymph, but it has got that tungsten head, so it should sink nicely. This is a yearly treat, guys. It's my 43rd birthday in 24 hours time, so I've taken the trip because it is 3 hours for me to get here. Treat myself, you know, every once in a while. Everyone's got, you know, the mortgage and everything costs a bomb, and the cost of living sucks for everyone, not just me. But every once in a while, I don't mind treating myself. But that's the joy of being an adult, right? Bills come first. Life can be boring like that, but ooh. Come down here with the wife, have a nice relaxing day. The 5 weight, I've got about a 10-foot leader maybe on that. So yeah, about 10 foot. So you can fish really long leaders, but I'd rather have a 10-foot rod with me when I do that. But as I get a bit closer, I am going to lower my voice. You know, it's sort of a late summer, so the fish are a little bit more spooky anyway. Let's see what the clarity's like here. We've had quite a lot of rain down by me. Right, okay, here we go. Here we go, folks. Rockbourne Trout Fishery. Oh yeah, it's nice and clear. There's an inlet there. Nothing there. Oh, nice fish, nice fish. Oh, there's a lovely brown there. That could be nice. Okay, it's a beautiful brown trout right there. Okay, it's probably already spotted me. Need to get a better go in. That's a beautiful fish there, guys. It's a beautiful fish. Big brown, big brown. Spotted him, I'll come back. Just gonna have a quick walk along here. Don't know whether or not to put on a stalking bug and go for that brown. Just having a look up here, guys. The water's clear. That's a nice fish there. Being summer, I want to get a couple of fish in the bank early because it can switch off in a heartbeat this time of year. Apparently there are a few lumps when I've seen other videos posted of people come in here recently. Definitely going to go back for that brown if someone else doesn't see it. Ooh. Look up around here. It's quite a nice fish over there. It's a slightly bigger one. It's a nice fish. And as always, my equipment fails me. Actually, that's not as big as I thought it was. Just having a scour up the lake, guys. Spot anything a little bit bigger to have a pop at. Plenty of fish in here, guys. Plenty of fish to have a go at. There's a nice fish over there. It's a slightly nicer one. Whoa, that was in. Trying to get past all the smaller ones. Oh yeah. Oh, God, mate. Oh, he wanted that. He wanted that. God, mate. He wanted that. Oh, didn't he want that? Oh. God, he's scrapping. Alright, I'm gonna. Oh, God, mate. Typical bloody Rockbourne fish, I do scrap. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a nice fish. It's about £3. Lovely. These little fishies, there's a lot of smaller ones around them that are a lot quicker than the big browns, and that seems to be the trick. It's keeping your fly in the water long enough so the browns can snap at your fly. Let's see.
There's a massive big brown pulled out of his mouth. Don't know how that even happened. Damn it. He went chomp, 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 and I still pulled out of his mouth. It's not a bad one though, but it's not the one I was after. Oh yeah, it's not a bad fish. Nice. That's 2 torpedo trout. God, mate. Oh, my line's twizzled around my rod. Probably good, didn't they? Look, a big one. Probably good, and look, a big one. Grab that. Stop. Really? It's gonna be one of them days, is it? Oh, that's a nice fish. Hi guys, I'm sat here on the Andy Banting bench using memorial at Rockbourne Trout Fishery. I didn't know Andy as well as people like Martin Williams and some of the other folk. I knew him, I met him a few times, but all I can really say is he was a very, very nice guy, always pleasant to me, very knowledgeable fisherman, and just seemed like a generally good dude. So nice to see this in his memory, and I always liked Andy, so very sorry to see him gone. But here's the bench, guys. Right guys, I've been fishing with this Airflow G3, Sight 3, whatever you call it, 8 pound, knowing there's some big lumps in here, but it is quite a bit thicker than my usual Seaguard 6 pound line. As it's summer, I think I'm going to change over to this slightly thinner diameter. Those browns have looked at my fly multiple times and just turned away, as browns tend to do, but there was this one of my casts where the brown snaffled my fly, chomped it 4 times, and I still managed to pull it out of its mouth. So that still kind of hurts, guys, not going to lie. But I'm going to change my leader going up to this 6 pound. If I do hook something decent, I'm just going to have to play it a bit more gingerly, being that I'm on 2 pound less leader. But it might be worth the change. Let's just see. On order, guys. I had a little break and sit down for 10 minutes on Andy Banting's bench. I put on that thinner leader. I've joined it to the 8 pounds, so I've still got the turnover on the flies. I've got a heavy hare's ear on, tungsten hare's ear, full in mill. Yeah, just having a look here. You probably won't be able to see it without glasses, guys, but there's oodles and oodles of fish in there. There's some bigger shapes in that lot as well, but if you put your fly there, it's just going to race back, and what grabs it, grabs it. The water's not too bad. It's got reasonable clarity to it, but probably the majority of the healthy fish this time of year are going to be all there. But I would say pretty much impossible to sight fish or pick your fish out in that lot. There's some nice rainbows there, quite frankly. There's some really nice fish there at the far end, at the back. I went to the other side and you can't actually see due to the light in the other side, but might be worth coming back. There's a little aerator here too. Yeah, the pipe coming in. A reasonable fish there. There's a couple of nice ones actually. I'd say the battle this time of year, guys, are keeping the water oxygenated. really quite a nice fish actually. Obviously we are the end of July, guys. It is the worst time for the sport. That's fishery struggling, and the angler are having a tough day, but the summer is what it is. There's plenty of fish to be had. Okay, we're here at Bridge. I've just scared a shed load of fish in the shallows there. There's quite a few under the shade of that tree, guys. I've not seen anyone fish this all day, so I am going to take a walk down, because sometimes it's about a fish that hasn't been disturbed and you're the first person to put your fly to a fish opposed to anything else. Not bad fish. Very rough time of year, guys, July and August, and quite frankly a whole bunch of September too. Just apparently they've not had much rain down this part of the country, saying we've had a reasonable amount now down in Kent over the last couple of weeks. But if you look at the grass here, it's all sort of brown, which means it's not had a lot of water. This is where I caught my biggest trout of all time. 16 pounds there, was laying right in that area down there. I put my stalking bug in front of it, and that's all she wrote. Oh, it's a reasonable trout here. Look to my ears here a minute ago. There we go. Got them. That was a slightly bigger fish picked out. Slightly bigger fish picked out. Oh. Hair's here, guys. Hair's here. Oh, mate. Jeez Louise. They do fight here, guys. They do fight. My God. Well, I've got to walk this one down. He is shaking his head. Oh, my God. It's a nice fish. It's definitely bigger than what I've caught so far. God, he's shaking. He's shaking his head. I saw he was bigger, and that's why I put my fly to him. God, my net's miles away. Gonna have to try and walk him down. Come on, keep going. Keep coming. I couldn't stop him, guys. Could not stop him. Like a little torpedo. Like a torpedo. Very fit fish. I saw he was definitely bigger. Oof. Okay, we're following this fish again. God, he's taking me on a merry dance. Nice.
Mate, that's why I love Rockbourne, guys. The fish are fighting fit. That brown is even bigger. It's a few pounds bigger. See him there? Can you see him in the water, guys? Massive. Bloody hell. Still going. Still going. What a scrap. What a scrap. Start thinking about getting some in their net in this fish. Jeez Louise. My God. How's he still going? I think he's better. He's mine, he's mine. We're in. That's a nice fish. That's a lump, guys. Oh, that's a lot bigger. Hair's here, guys. That's about maybe 5 to 6 pound. Beautiful fish, wonderful. Look at that, fighting fit, guys. Look at that guy's fighting fit. And the hair's here there. What an awesome fish. Righty dokey dudes, that last fish was actually £7. That's bigger than I thought it was, so that's pretty cool. Put up a hell of a scrap. I'm just chilling out here on the Andy Banting bench for a bit. Got one more fish to get, and yeah, let's see what happens. Unfortunately, I've run my GoPro out because I didn't realise that I'd left it on, so any further action will have to be filmed old school on the phone. Awesome. So here we go, dudes. Right at the end of the day, my GoPro battery had run out, and yeah, this was filmed on my wife's mobile phone. The sound was a little bit off here. I can't get it to sound right, so I'm just doing this audio commentary just after the fact. I saw this rainbow that had been hidden under that bush there to my right. It was kind of patrolling. It did take me about 20 minutes of coaxing it and laying traps for this fish for it to take. It eventually took a really heavy stalking damsel pattern. It was bigger than anything else I'd seen apart from the browns on that day. Some of these browns swimming around on that day were probably 12 or 14 pounds, absolutely massive. And that's what I spent most of my day stalking, was the browns, really. I was very happy to see this fish there right at the end of the day. I don't think anyone else had actually spotted this fish. I think I was probably the first person to target it. Bearing in mind that we're in the depths of summer when I attended Rockbourne here, there was definitely no problem with the amount of feeding fish in these 3 lakes that are open. The problem you have is when you're looking for a particular specimen, aka the browns I was after on this particular day, the feeding fish of about 3 to 4 pound were much faster swimmers than the brown trout. So often it is more difficult trying to be selective, because you had no problem with fish chasing your fly. Even sort of later in the day, sort of 3 o'clock when I caught this fish, there was still plenty of, I called them stock rainbows, that's unfair, fish of around £3 that would quite happily still chase the fly, especially when I moved down. Obviously, when I was still fishing the bigger patterns, that slowed down. But when I swapped to a hare's ear, I was still getting plenty of follows. This fish did fight particularly well, considering, sort of the time of year. But the previous fish, the 7-pounder, that absolutely wrenched my arm out of the socket. And that was one of the best fights I've had from a trout in a long, long time. But there's never a problem with the fighting stock at Rockbourne. They breed particularly and grow particularly strong fish. It's one of the reasons that it is my favourite fishery of all time. As always, no complaints for the sport on the day from me. I love Rockbourne and it was a pleasure to go there and catch up with Peter. It was really good to catch up with Peter on that day and see how things were, bearing in mind I haven't been here for 2 years. But I think Rockbourne's a great venue and it's double thumbs up for me and I enjoy it every time I fish there. So if you get a chance, guys, you're in the Hampshire area or the New Forest, definitely check Rockbourne out. It's totally, totally awesome.
Okay dudes, I don't think this is quite a double, but it's a chunky fish. It's probably 7 or 8 pound, I'd say. We're going weight obviously, but that's a well fought fish at the end of July in the middle of summer. I'm really happy. That's 2 big fish. We'll have to go and weigh it and see where it goes, but I'm really, really happy. Awesome. Stalked in the margins. Right, that last one took me a while. Had to attempt it stalking, but that's a pretty good effort and had a good day in the middle of summer. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Catch you later.